Hello everyone, welcome back to MTech.live. In today's video, I'll show you how to install a child domain on Windows Server 2025 from start to finish. If you're building a structured Active Directory environment and need to add a child domain under your existing parent domain, this tutorial is just for you. I'll be demonstrating everything using Windows Server 2025 in Active Directory domain services. So make sure your server is ready before you begin. In this step-by-step guide, you will learn how to install Active Directory domain services, promote your server to a domain controller, create a new child domain under an existing forest, configuring DNS properly, verifying replication in domain functionality. By the end of this video, your child domain will be successfully created and fully operational. Let's begin. So here I have two computers. The first one is the parent domain, which is mttech.live, and the second machine is the child domain. So let me give you a short description here. We have some errors. Actually, they are not errors, but just when the service doesn't start, so we will see such errors. So how to solve this error? For the first error, we have user access login service. So let's go to the tools, then services, then let's find the exact name here. The first error is user access login service. So let's find in services here, double click. So here automatic delete start. If you want to solve this problem, that for the next time when the system turns on and you shouldn't see this error, all you have to do, change it to automatic and stop, then start. Apply and OK. So for the next time when you turn on this machine, we won't be able to see this error. This error will be permanently resolved. So let's begin with our installation. Last but not least, uh, let's see the local server. If I have already configured everything correctly, so here my parent domain's IP address is 192.168.1.10, and in the same subnet I configured my child domain as well under 192.168.1.30. So what I did here, I changed the name of my computer as child domain, and still it's a workgroup. It's not a domain giant computer. So let's begin with the installation of the Active Directory and domain services. So in this portion of the video, I gave you a small description. Here are the new domain to an existing forest. We have already um, the parent domain. All we have to do, we choose from this menu, the child domain, because we want to configure this computer as the child domain of the parent domain, as the child domain of the MTTech.live. Here, parent domain name. So here our parent domain name is mttech.live, and this computer, this child domain refers to the human resource department, which is somewhere else out of the office or in the same compound. So we name it as HR. So here we found our parent domain, mttech.live, choose, and okay. So after installing a child domain, there are important differences you will notice between the parent domain controller, and the child domain controller. Let's break it down clearly. Number one, domain structure changes. So here it's hr.MITTech.live. Both exist in the same forest. It means the child domain and the parent domain. The second changes is each domain has its own users, groups, organizational units, and group policies. So users created in MDTech.live do not automatically appear in child domain, such as if we check here the users in computers. So here we have some users in sales department, such as John Doe in casting. Let's check the child domain. So here we can see no users are here from the parent domain. There is no casting, there is no John Doe. The third changes is a two-way transitive trust is automatically created between parent domain and child domain. That means users in parent domain can access resources in child domain if permissions are guaranteed. That means users in parent domain can access resources in child domain if permissions are guaranteed. Authentication can work across domains. You don't need to manually create trusts. It's automatic inside the same forest. Let's see for the trust if it has already been established. Active Directory domain trust, domains trust. So here is mttech.live. When you open mttech.live, here we have hr.mttech.live. And if we go to the properties of hr.mttech.live and trust, so the trust domains trusted by this domain. It means the trust has already been established between the parent domain and the child domain. And the fourth changes is after creating a child domain, a new zone is created. So let's see the DNS record. Here we have our child domain and a DNS record has been already created in child domain. Let's see. So here a record has already been created 192.168.1.30 and the DNS delegation is created in the parent DNS. Even I didn't install the DNS server in child domain, but it has been installed automatically and the delegation is created in the parent DNS. And you will see both records in child domain, in parent domain. Let's check the DNS. So here, yes, here. And what more changes? Yeah, separate domain controllers. The child domain controller authenticates only child domain users and handles its own group policy. Let me show you everything. Has its own Active Directory users and computers. In here, you can add your own users in child domain and handles its own group policy. So here is group policy management. The forest is mt.tech.live. In here, let's see group policy and domains hr.MITTech.live. So here we can add our own group policy objects. The parent domain cannot directly manage child domain objects. So it means if we create a group policy here in the child domain, the parent domain will not interfere in child's domain group policies. So each domain has its own group policy, default domain policy in domain level GPOs, and replication differences. Replication happens inside each domain separately. Forest-wide configuration replicates across all domains. Schema changes affect the entire forest. So this was all about installing a child domain. If this tutorial helps you, like the video, comment if you face any issues. I respond to the questions on time, and subscribe for more Windows servers and networking tutorials. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful time.